Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's been like 2 years, 3 years since I've uploaded. I private all the videos, so you won't see them anyways. Don't really need to mention this, but I'm going to anyways. Now today, I am going to do something my friend did, uh, and his name is on YouTube, Gaber the Gamer or Gaber the Animator. Either channel works, but I think his main channel is Gaber the Animator. Go to those, go check out his video. Sure, it's great. I watched it. I know it's great. Don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, and basically the concept is I'm going to go through my anime list and talk about why I rated the shows I did and why I like them and why I didn't. So if you hear my father, by the way, don't worry about it. There's a video playing in the background, but we'll deal with it. I'm only like not that old, so not out of my parents' house yet. Not going to be probably for a little while still, because I'm not even 18. Anyways, so first off, we have Angel Beats. Now, Angel Beats is special to me because I watched it. I watched it a long time ago, but I don't know. Well, if you look at my top tens, most of them are dramas, and Angel Beats is either Angel Beats or I Want to Eat Your Pancreas are like my top shows just of all time on anime. But Angel Beats, I like the characters and I like the story a lot, and I'm not gonna spoil. While there's no spoilers in this, I'm not gonna spoil anything unless it's like maybe really really old. But even then, I'll try not to. But Angel Beats, love the characters, love the ending. I think the ending's good. Made me cry. But yeah, that's Angel Beats. Now Anohana. What can I say about Anohana that hasn't been said already? Like the show's great. Is You should watch it. Now my friend has some whack opinions that I just do and I agree with. Like he gave this a six. He gave this a six, and it pisses me off, man. But yeah, Anohana is also great. A silent voice. Now it's this one I contemplated putting down to a nine, just because compared to these others, I just don't know if it reaches top 10 just yet. It might be a nine. Yeah, we'll leave it at 10 for now, but nine's good, right? I think nine might be. But with the show, I like the main character. I think the growth he goes through is great. I by the way, I'm bad at names, so I probably won't remember character names. But I also love the main girl. She's great. She's I'm not. It's not a spoiler. Just have it at the beginning, but basically the story is this guy he bullies a deaf girl. This guy bullies her, and he in the future he finds her and he wants to make up for what he did in the past. That's all I'm gonna say. And the characters are great, except for this right here, this girl next to the guy in the orange hair. She's just not it. She's not it. But yeah, I have sound voice. Good, you should watch it. No, I want to eat your pancreas. Hold on, just making sure I'm actually recording. I want to eat your pancreas. Uh, I watched this pretty recently and immediately went up here. Not recency biased, even though my brother likes to say it is a lot. Uh, I love it's so good, dude. It's so good, dude. The main girl, especially, she goes through a lot, and how it ends is it's dissatisfying, but at the same time satisfying. I That's all I can say because spoilers are crazy. But yeah, and the animation's great. The relationship between the guy and the girl is also it's something different that not a lot of other shows have. Uh, Now the next show, Attack on Titan, part season three, part two. Now I don't remember a lot that happens in season three. Oh, I remember what happens in season three, but I can't distinguish what's between the first part and the second part. But from what I remember, the second part was just goaded, and that's amazing. And that's my only non-drama show in number 10. Now, Attack on Titan, don't really need to get an introduction. It just ended, still haven't finished it, but still great. Watch it. Your Name, this has also been talked about a lot. A lot of my shows are pretty popular. Some are not. Some mostly are. Your Name is also great. Yeah, not much I can say about that one, honestly. I like the story. I like the, I'm not gonna say anything, but the big plot twist that happens, it was pretty interesting. Now season three, part one, same when I said with season three, part two. It's great. Season three is the best season. I saw it since the final season, but that's my opinion. Season three is probably the best. Megalobox. We're gonna get to it later, but I think season two dropped the box on dropped the ball. Sorry, on how good season one is. I love season one. I think I like the fight scenes and the like the robot arms things. I forget what they're called. Uh, and that's how they fight. And then at the end, the final fight in the first season, that's also great. Uh, the main character and just the main group that he's with. There's a, especially that like the trainer. If you've watched the show, he's pretty funny, and I like him. The little kid, he was all right. He wasn't all that, but he was good. And then the main character is pretty good too. Okay, now Rascal does not dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. Okay, so I always get made fun of for watching and liking the show, but it's more than just the horny show. Okay, calm down, man. It's more than that. Okay, it's I like the story because it's you probably heard people say this before if you even dive slightly into Rascal does not dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, but uh, it's about quantum mechanics. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how, like it's crazy and the stuff that they go through. It's not like tough. I mean, it is, but it's not like the toughest thing I've ever seen. It's pretty good. Now, Vinland Saga, after Rascals Rushing Punishment Pie, this show's amazing. I haven't finished season two. I paused it because I was watching other things. When I finished season one, the action amazing, the characters amazing, Askeladd amazing, Thorfinn amazing. All the characters and the fight scenes and the animation is great, and I love it all. There's some points in the story where it kinda is a bit weird from what I remember, but it's still amazing overall. Now on to number 11, The Promised Neverland, season one only. Season one was so good, and then season two happened, and even the creators didn't want to credit themselves in it. So it's that's just how it is. That's just how it is, bruh. And it's really sad how bad season two is. I'm gonna read the manga. I'm gonna go through the manga, but I love season one. I wish they just did better with season two. Tokyo Avengers. It's one of those shows. Oh, damn it, my mouse disconnected. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. My mouse likes to disconnect on its own, and I have to replug it and plug it back in. Okay, anyways, Tokyo Avengers. I know people don't really like it. I know people were excited for it, and then it came out, and then it just wasn't as good as people thought it was. I wasn't there. I watched it when it was like I think near the end of it airing the first season, and I love it. I don't know why. I think I like time travel. If there's time travel in the show and they do it well, I think it's great. I don't know why. I think the main selling point of this series though is the relationship between the characters and I guess the characters themselves. The fighting scenes are like they're all right. They're not the best, but especially in season one, they're just all right. Now, Shogun Sensei season one part two. Oh, I know people don't like the show, and it sucks so much because it's so good, dude. It's so good, and you just need to watch it, dude. It's like so good. The animation is great. I'll get to it, but season two is maybe a little bit worse, but it's still amazing. Part two is definitely my favorite, though. Going through the demon continent, not explaining it because spoilers. But yeah, that's also good. Entertainment District arc. My friend that I mentioned earlier, Gabe, he does not like Entertainment District compared to Mugen Train. He thinks Mugen Train is the best arc. Mugen Train is good, but not as good as Entertainment District arc. I love Entertainment District arc. The action is great. The obviously Demon Slayer is an about story. but Tengen's my favorite Hashira. I just don't. I know I'm gonna. People are gonna hate me for this, but I don't really care for Rengoku that much. He's good, and his death was sad, but it wasn't like I just didn't really care. Rengoku was not my favorite. So it's been Tengen ever since I found out who he is. Christmas Showdown for Tokyo Revengers. Uh, Same with Tokyo Revengers. The characters, the fight scenes are definitely better in this, but it's still like it's all right. The fight scenes, the characters, and stuff like that. That's what makes a selling point. This that's the show's selling point is probably the characters. Classroom of the Elite 2, my final 9 out of 10. This is still good. Like this is hold on. I know I'm paranoid that it's not recording. Shut up. Classroom of the Elite season 2. I like Clash of the Elite. I think the now it's a it's a bit of a teenage show, which is what I am. But uh, what I think I like about it is just that the games that they have to play are I like when people are fighting because it's battle of the brains, not the brawn. Now they do fight physically, but mentally it's about that mental stuff, and I love that. I don't know why. The characters they're hit and miss, depends. Some of them are good, some of them are not at all. Yeah, that shows. I might give it down to an 8. Season 3 is coming out soon, which I'm excited for. Well, not yeah, soon enough. It's coming out next season, like I think March or February. Either way, still great. You should watch it. Now we're on to my 8 out of 10s. Princess Mononoke. I only watched one Ghibli movie, and that's Princess Mononoke. I thought it was amazing. I like the only thing I didn't like was that the monster that they had to fight. Uh, felt kind of weird. Kind of came out of nowhere. It did and it didn't. I'm not gonna explain it, but it's still a good movie. Uh, I thought it was great. But yeah, I don't really know how much to say for this show movie because it was good. There's not much to say about it. Code Geass. I watched the first season, fell in love with it, so I'm finished the second season. I'm going through it right now. And also you'll know that I only rate shows if I've completed them, if I'm only a few episodes away and I've paused it, or if I've dropped the show. And I completed Code Geass. That show's amazing. I love Lelouch. Suzaku, he's not all that, but he's fine. Uh, the main rebellion group, I thought, like it's good. There's some characters that are like, what are they doing here? Uh, I like the rebellion group, and Cece, she's just kind of there. She doesn't really do a lot. There's a few moments with her, but she's not there all the time. She doesn't really do a lot in the story until later on, and one part in the middle. But yeah, that show's great. Blue Exorcist. I don't remember much for the show, honestly. I need to rewatch it. So 8 out of 10. I know it was good and I liked it, but I don't remember much, so I'm just gonna move on. Assassination Classroom. Good show. It's I need to finish season 2 so bad. I watch usually shows that I've watched with someone. I usually rate higher than normal because that's just what I like to do. If I'm watching with someone and I'm having fun. Now there's some shows where I prefer to watch it alone, but if I'm watching a fun show with someone, it's a great experience. Assassination Classroom, Koro Sensei, funny as hell. Uh, the main class, I don't really have any characters I hate. All of them are like they're pretty good. Some of them are kind of forgettable, but there's just so many of them. But the main ones, I remember them being pretty good. Attack on Titan season 2, same with like any other Attack on Titan season except for maybe one. It's good. Story's great. Characters amazing. The action's amazing. Uh, and yeah. Now One Punch Man. I might rate it lower just because One Punch Man. I mean, I liked it a lot, but it wasn't like because I rate shows like probably like 60% how much I enjoyed it, and then the other 40% is how good I think the show is overall, like just objectively. Like if the show I love it, like 10 out of 10 I love it, but the show's like has terrible animation, I'm probably gonna give it like a 7. I love the show. That's just how I rate things. You don't have to do that. It's kind of weird. Sometimes it messes me up, but that's how I do it. Uh, Danganronpa 3. I've played the Danganronpa series. This is canon, so I had to watch it. I thought it was still a good anime. I thought if you played the Danganronpa games 1 and 2, then yeah, it's good. If you haven't, then some of the characters are not gonna make sense, what they're doing, why they're doing it. You kind of need to play the games before you watch this, or you can watch the anime, but just play the games. Just play the games. You can watch the anime if you want. Play the games. Now Psyche K season 1 and then season 2. I think it's season 2, maybe it's just part 2. Either way, uh, these these are pretty funny, and I watched these with my brother again. These are pretty funny. And Psyche, he just doesn't care, but it's he cares enough to help people if they really need it, but if they don't, he just tries to stay at it everyone's way. Which, that's just how it is sometimes. And then the other characters are funny. Like this shows it's comedy. It's great. Yeah. Classroom Elite. Season 1. I didn't like it as much as season 2, but I think it's still good. Same when I said with Classroom Elite 2. It's everything still applies here probably. I think they're about the same, but I think Classroom Elite season 1 just has a little bit less of the story parts that I like. If that makes sense. Makia. I've only seen a few people talk about the show. Uh, and more people need to watch it. It's so good. I watch I barely watch anime content, but the anime content I do watch, I used to watch a lot of the anime content from Anime Man. I still watch him, but I don't want he doesn't do anime content, but that much anymore. But he talked about Makia, and I watched it, and yeah, it's pretty good. Like the beginnings and the middle are like they're probably like sixes, but then the end boosts it up 2 points because it's so good. It's about love, but familial love, not like romantic, and that was different, definitely. And I like the main heroine. She's great. She goes through a lot, but she keeps on moving for her son right here. And yeah, it's great. Dr. Stone, my friend doesn't like this like at all. He said he doesn't like survival, which I don't get. Like, what does that mean? But Dr. Stone, I haven't I only watched season 1, but it's pretty funny. I like it. I think the science that they teach you, I like it how they uh in the show they're like, this is how you actually make something that explodes. Do not do this, or else you could cause some serious damage. Thought that was hilarious. Senku, he's the main character. This guy right here, the green hair, Mr. Freaking Green Onion hair. Uh, I just realized it is Green Onion. Oh my god, I'm not gonna see that now. Oh my god, I can't. Oh no, I just did that to myself. I the show is great. Characters are great. It's funny. Gotta watch it. Shoku Tensei season 1 has a bit more. It's a bit chiller. It doesn't have as much action, like at all. But I think the characters are talked about a bit more. There's more character stuff happening in part 1 of season 1, but I still like season 2 a bit more. But same applies to what I said about not season 2, part 2 of season 1. ReZero. Okay, ReZero is amazing. Season 1 is the first part's all right. The second part of season 1 amazing. Season 2 it's been amazing. I'm loving it. I need to finish the last few episodes, but once I finish that, it'll be great. Sadly, we're gonna have to wait a long time for season 3 still, even though it's been so long. Even though I don't know watch season 3, but yeah, this show's great. I like the return by death that the main character has. Basically, he dies and he returns to before he died, like some hours before, maybe some days even. Uh, a lot of people talk about the show for the female cast, like Rem, Amelia, Ram, uh, stuff like that. Want my 2 cents on it? I know it's kind of normy, but Rem is kind of the best. It's like it's just kind of true. I know it's normy and it's a bit weird. Echidna is also great. I like Echidna. This girl in the white hair right here. She's kind of the main bad guy in season 2, but kind of not. Not gonna get into it. Spoilers, but yeah. Attack on Titan final season. I know I said I paused it, but I'm gonna restart it with my brother, and I'm not gonna talk about this because I haven't finished it. Jujutsu Kaisen. Now my, oh, I'm checking something. Oh my god, I have so many shows, dude. I have Oh my God, I have so many. Anyways, Jujutsu Kaisen. My friend rated this a 4. I don't know what kind of crack he was smoking when he did that, but he decided, yeah, this show is a 4. I rated it an 8. I think season one's great. Season two, I'm in the middle of watching. Obviously because it's airing. I don't rate shows that are airing, so you're not going to see that. But season one was really good. I think what got me into it was just that the show. I like how the powers work and how different they can be and what they do and the characters are great. The story's all right. It's just kind of there. It's there for a reason and it's good. But if you don't care, you don't really need to pay attention. My favorite character though, I don't really know. Gojo is not. Gojo's good, but he's not my favorite. I don't know who my favorite character is, but definitely a good. Maybe Sukuna. Sukuna's great. But yeah, that's it. My Hero season 6. This season, I'm rating it. I'm gonna rate this lower. I'm rating it like no, because season 2 is. I'll keep that there, and I'll rate this a 7 probably. First change to the for this video, but yeah, season 6. I just don't like how it ends with the My Villain Academia. I'm gonna go into spoilers with this, so if you want to skip ahead a little bit, but you basically follow the villains, and they have to fight this guy called I think Redestro. I don't know how to say his name, and I don't remember if that's the guy. And basically, they have to fight him for some reason. I don't remember because I just didn't care. And yeah, and there's like it's not great. It's not. Season two of Mushoku Tensei. This season is a bit worse than season one. I think it's still good, but and I understand why people wouldn't like it because basically the whole season is about spoilers technically, even though it's funny. It's about him dealing with his ED, which is just it's so stupid, dude. It's so stupid, but it's so good. But yeah, same with I said other seasons. Applies here. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Uh, back on track. Yeah, see the same with season two. Everything applies. 5 centimeters per second. The show, this ending, it's kind of weird, and I don't really understand it. I don't remember it that well. I remember liking it, but I remember the ending was just kind of weird, and I didn't understand. Maybe because I was just kind of young. I was only like 12 when I saw it, and I didn't really understand. So I can't say much about it because I just don't remember. Seraph of the End, Vampire Rain. This show, so many people forgot it, and it's sad because it's good, and it's good. You should watch it. It's same with I think this part. Yeah, this is part two, season one. There's only one season. It's great. It's I wish it continued, but it didn't. It had a chance, but it's just I don't think it did well enough to continue, which is unfortunate. Just making sure I'm recording. But yeah, this I wish it continued. I'm not gonna say much because it's so sad. ReZero, same applies to his first season. Just a little. It's just worse. The story doesn't go anywhere that much in the first half, and it just needed a bit more direction. The main girl, she didn't have much character until the movie, which I'll get to later. Uh, yeah, but mostly the same applies. Same applies with the other arc of Danganronpa 3. I thought the show did a weird thing where you have to watch one episode of the one arc and then the one episode of the next arc and just keep on doing like that until you get to the end, which I thought was weird. I thought they did it well, but it was a bit weird. Food Wars to second play. I love Food Wars. I know people are like they're iffy on it. Like, what do people rate it? More? No. Can you please do I click this? I do. Yeah, people rate it in the second season on 8. People are a bit iffy on it sometimes. I know that. But I love it. I don't know why I watched it. I'm not done with it. Uh, but I thought I just like food, honestly. I'm kind of fat as hell, bruh. But I think the action is weird but not misplaced. I think the characters are great. I know I'm kind of repeating myself here, but the characters are great. I like characters. If the characters are good in a show and there's character development and stuff like that, I usually rate shows higher. Story, I like story more than anything. If there's good action but not so great story, also there's exceptions to that. But I usually rate it lower. But Food Wars, you should definitely watch it. Just get ready for some weird scenes because every time they eat a food that's just amazing, their clothes get ripped off. You don't see anything, but it's weird. My Hero season two. Same with My Hero. I'm just gonna skip over My Hero from now on because it's every season. Like season two is really good. I I like the sports festival, but yeah, the same applies with pretty much every other My Hero Academia seasons besides one, which did I skip because it should be up here. I don't know where it is. Yeah, I don't know where it is. But yeah, it's good. Oh wait, no. Oh wait, this wasn't My Villain Academia, was this? I'm so confused, dude. I don't remember. What was this? Wait, was this Vigilante Deku? Surprise, the always find Battlefield once again. Is this? Oh, it is. Oh my god, it is. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. This is Vigilante Deku. That never mind. This goes back up. I'm such an idiot. Eight. Never mind. This season, it's good. Vigilante Deku was great. What am I saying? Season two, Sword Tussle is good. Not much need to say else. Not. I'm just gonna skip over this. Same with our other part of Dunk number three. Black Clover. I was so depressed when I found out there's only gonna be a few chapters released every year, and that it's basically over because it's just there's not releasing at a fast enough pace, and it's so sad. I wish it. I'm not saying it's the best show, but I still liked it. I got 113 episodes in just to find out it's not continuing that fast. Oh my god. If a show's not completed, I usually don't watch it unless it's continuing, like in the moment, like Jujutsu Kaisen isn't finished, but it's airing, so I'm still watching it. But if a thing like this, if it's going so slow and it's not going anywhere, or it's not going to go anywhere at all, then I just don't do anything. Food Wars, same one I said. Food Wars is pretty much the same for every season, kind of. Let's look one criticism for the show is that every season kind of feels the same, except for the characters. My Hero, check over that season three. I don't really remember. Was this? Yeah, this season three. I don't really remember that much. So I'm just gonna give over it. Demon Slayer. First season was the first half was fine. Then they got good with the Rui arc. I love Rui. His powers are great. The spider, like spider web powers. If you played the game, the Hinokami Chronicles game, then he's in that game. Rui's like he's not top tier, but he can be used at least, which is good, and I like him. Season four. This is the only other season with season six and two. Every other season besides six, two, and four are it's just not great. But four is the airy Hawkeye, not Hawkeye. No, what is it in the name? Night Eye. That's it, Night Eye. Uh, and I think this is overhaul. Yeah, that season four is pretty good. Mugen Train. My friend likes Mugen Train with the Entertainment District, and I don't know why. He's stupid as hell. But that's how he feels, and I guess that's fine. But Mugen Train, Rengoku, I didn't care much about. I watched the movie, not the show, so I know the animation in the show was a bit better, but the animation was all right in the Mugen Train movie because I watched the movie before the season even came out, the episodic version even came out. But yeah, uh, like Inosuke, by the way, I haven't mentioned that, but Inosuke's great. Zenitsu's stupid. Tanjiro's fine, and Nezuko is fine too. Jujutsu Kaisen Zero. I really like Yuta and his powers and the demon. I forget her name that he has. I think his powers are great. Geto is my favorite villain. I know it's not popular opinion, but Geto is. Besides me, he's Sukuna. I like the panda. He's just funny, and I also like Inumaki, the voice, the cursed speech user. He probably has one of my favorite powers in the show because I just like cursed speech. I think it's cool. And yeah, that's how I feel about Zero. I feel like it could be an eight. I might give it an eight. How high? You know what? I'll give this an eight. I think the movie was good. Swords of Village Arts definitely. Aside from maybe the first season, probably the worst arc. Because the villains they don't mean much, and the Hashira I like. I don't. I think it's not a popular opinion, but I like Muichiro a lot. I don't know. Some people say that his whole thing of uh him taking on his brother's persona because he spoilers. Yeah, taking on his brother's persona because something happens to him. He's not. He's like he. People say that's stupid. You know what? Spoilers. I'm sorry. He's dead. His brother dies. His brother is dead, and he takes on his persona. Not his persona, but like him as a character. And people say that doesn't make sense and that doesn't exist in the world. I'm pretty sure it does. Uh, I might be wrong in that, but I'm pretty sure people have taken on traits of their brother, sister, lover, whoever, if they die and that's the trauma they held. And people say that doesn't make sense and that doesn't happen in the world. Pretty sure it does. And also I forget his Genya. He's pretty cool. I like his gun power in quotations. But I like his gun, and I think that's cool. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I've only seen season one. It was all right. I'm gonna continue because I know it gets better, like way better. I don't really remember much though, so I might rewatch season one. But since I don't remember much, I want to go past it. Attack on Titan season one, probably the worst season of Attack on Titan. Not because it's like bad, but just because it was kind of boring. Yeah, I'm not gonna say much to that. I'm gonna skip Food Wars. Like I said, all seasons are pretty much the same. Rent's Girlfriend. I should probably give this a five, but I'm gonna keep it at six. It's it's a show, all right. My friend likes Rukia the most. Just not sure Cheeser's the best. Don't know what he's on. Like, if he's on, I want to know what crack he's smoking because then I want some. That's kind of, I don't know. I should say that. I'm just not say that. It's just it's. I know it continues, and I don't think it's over yet. And they just keep on doing playing. The author keeps on making more, and it's like you could have stopped this after like two seasons, maybe three, but they he decided nah, I'm gonna continue. So yeah, that's, I've kind of stopped watching it because just for that reason. Because I don't. There's not much you can do. It's just gonna drag on. Orient. I haven't seen anyone talk about this. Not a single person, and it's kind of sad because the show's actually I really like it. It's kind of a copy of Demon Slayer. Uh, you can kind of tell from just this. It's kind of a Demon Slayer copy. I don't know if this came first. Maybe it did. I doubt it though. Uh, I just I don't know what's about it. It's just something that struck me. And there's not much to say about it. It's kind of just Demon Slayer with a little bit different powers in the story, and the characters are different. I think the story be a little bit worse than Demon Slayer. I know it's kind of weird to say, Demon Slayer doesn't have story really at all. Same with season two down here, or part two, season one. I don't remember. Uh, probably part two, season one is better. I could probably rate it a seven, but I'm gonna give it a six because I think it's just closer to that. But yeah, this is good. The Eminence and Shadow. I notice as I get lower, you're gonna see some like High School DD, Crimson Class Blitz. Is wrong trying to pick up Girls in the Dungeon. We'll get to those. Uh, you'll see as we get lower, you're gonna see more of those. Eminence and Shadow. It's so bad, yet it's so good. I wouldn't recommend it to someone, but it's a it's a show, all right. I'm not if you're I'm not gonna spoil anything. I can say something without that's not spoilers, but you just gotta watch it to understand. No matter how to explain this, you gotta watch it. 9 to 5, Familiar Zero. Don't remember this at all. I just remember it was like mediocre, and I didn't care. I'm gonna skip over it. Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! I like Yu-Gi-Oh! We're moving past this too. Infant Stratus. Uh, it's all right, I guess. The animation's all right. The characters are fine. The main guy is fine. Like it's all fine. It's not like amazing. It's just all fine. That's basically what I'll say. It's fine. Waiting Summer. Don't remember crap. Just I know I'm not waiting it's a four because I just don't like it. From what I remember, I just didn't like it. Sort of online. It's a me. When I first watched it, very anime. Obviously, you go through that phase. Now I don't really care much for it that much. I haven't watched Alicization, but I'm going to. I don't know when, but I am going to. The Cell World. Uh, I just like the concept of them going to this game. I call I think it's called a Cell World, but then I can't. I can't really explain it. It's show you go into a game and they fight each other. He has the wings. You'll see later if you watch it, but if you don't, like the main character, he's all right. This main girl I actually like. This guy, he's fine. This girl, she's fine. It's all fine. Uh, that's why I rated it a five. here we get into the stuff. Now we have High School DD. I don't have much to say about this. I don't watch it. Just don't subject yourself to it. It's let's just say if it wasn't for redo of healer and stuff like Inukai's dog, if you don't know what those are, don't look into it. Uh, but if you do know, you know. If those two didn't exist, I would say this is probably the worst when it comes to like what they show. But it's the second season. The second season is probably the best, but past that, it's not great. Just making sure I'm recording again, and paranoid. Nisekoi, don't really remember what much. Thought it was all right. I'm gonna skip past this. X and Y. I'm gonna skip past this. It's Pokemon. There's not much to talk about with Pokemon. It's just it's just Ash going on his adventure. Ash's War. I still need to finish season or part. I need to finish something with the show. I need to finish it. I think there's nothing really special about it. The characters are kind of generic. The power quotations again, they're kind of generic. The story's all right. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty normal. It's not anything special. Skipping this. Uh, skipping this season one's probably it's probably the worst season in my opinion. I just don't really care much for it. The only thing no, there's really nothing I really like about it. It's just all right. Time I got reincarnated as him. I actually reincarnated as a slime. I actually like this. I haven't finished. I dropped season two just because season two I didn't really care much for, but I like season one a lot. Uh, I I don't really know what to say about it. I know I'm saying these for a lot of these bottom ones, but it's like it exists. It kind of one of those shows that just exists. You don't need to watch it to understand anything for like popularity's sake. It's just kind of there. Quintessential quintuplets. That's actually probably one of my. This is probably my favorite one out of like stuff like Nisekoi and Anti Girlfriend. It's just like I don't know. The main cast is just probably better than all of them. And that's probably just it's you know who wins at the end. It's obvious. They pretty much tell you who wins at the end, but so that kind of ruins the fun of the show. But well, if you watch it, you'll know. This is the ReZero movie. This is probably the worst part of ReZero. It's it's Emilia's backstory, Emilia and Puck's backstory, and what they lived like beforehand. Uh, I thought the animation was great, but past that, I just didn't care. It was like I don't really need to know her backstory. You could have just told that in another like in season two, which you're kind of doing already. I didn't really need to watch this. Well, I did, but I didn't. If it was shortened, it would have been fine. Season two, or explain I dropped it because I just didn't really care much for it. I don't remember why. I just didn't really care. Quintuplets, same with season one. I think it might be a little bit better than season one, but it's all right. Whisker Away. I don't remember this at all. So like literally at all. I remember the character. She turns into like a cat to make friends with him, but past that I don't remember much. Also, she gets stuck in the cat body. I think it's just to figure out a way out. I think that's what this is, but I don't remember. Skipping this season five, probably the worst season. Probably the worst season. I know I said about this, but I'm actually moving it. Season five is probably the worst season, and then season one's probably the second worst. Underground season two went on for too long. She's barely here. She's the best. She's annoying. She's annoying. I don't want to talk about this. I want another season of this. I don't know why. I liked it a lot. I don't know why again. It just it did something different that wasn't different. I don't know how to explain it. The main character he creates like this organization. It's kind of similar to Eminence and Shadow, but different. This is just Eminence and Shadow. Oh my god, I just realized that. And Eminence and Shadow is just better. This is yeah, it's too long of a name, but yeah, that's this. Moving past this, horny show. I know it is. Horny show. That's what this is. That's what this is. So online two, season two, probably worse than season one. Unlike a lot of people, I actually like the Gun Gale arc, but at past that, it's like I don't. It's so bad. It's like after that, it just gets so bad. Don Machi, it's all right. There's nothing special about it, like at all. The main character is normal. Hitalia is probably the only part that's different, but even she's just kind of normal. Not normal, but generic, I guess. Rated burst. Don't ask why this is here, bro. Beyblade's so good, dude. I dropped it not because I got bored of it, just because I stopped watching it. I just didn't really care anymore. I don't really have much to say about this. Donnie the Franks, the ending, I dropped it. I found out what the ending was. I got spoiled for it. It sucks. Uh, she sucks. She sucks. He's fine. He's great. He's fine. She's fine. He sucks. She sucks. They all suck. She's fine. Uh, they pretty much all suck besides like him and her. Besides those three, who cares? Season two, they dropped the ball, man. I didn't like what they did. I thought it was fine, but I didn't like it that much, and I just dropped it because I didn't care. Toradora, I didn't care about Taiga or the main guy. These I don't even remember who these three are. I dropped it because I just got bored. Inner Shadows 2, same with season one. It's definitely worse than season one. Uh, it's just I don't really, I don't really know. I just think he gets worse. He's not great. She's fine. I don't remember her. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. High School DD. It's like it's yeah. I'm just gonna skip past this. Yeah, probably skip past this. Season how season one of Shield Hero. Shield Hero season one was actually okay, and then I only rated this a three because the other season two sucks, and the second part of this also is not great. The part one of season one though, where he's ostracized and kind of seen as like a villain, so stupid. It's no, well that part's good, but the past that's stupid. This don't understand about it. It's a special. It's filler. Don't watch it. We don't have to watch. You can if you want, but you don't watch it. This sucks. I'm not. I don't even want to talk about this. It sucks so much. Like it's the turtle looks stupid. He's not really a big of a character anymore. He just doesn't really matter. The shield hero they keep playing into the shield that he has a shield, and it's like it doesn't matter. He has a shield that he's a main attack and a main attacker. Like he does, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I remember she didn't wasn't great. Yeah, I dropped out of 3 episodes, so it's all basically 3 episodes. But Miss Demon Academy. All the characters actually I liked, uh, except for her maybe. But all the characters I actually liked. They were like fine, but I just didn't really like the story. You know, yeah, the story's fine. It's all right. This sucks. They changed the animation style. They changed voice actors. It's not good. After you go through like 3 seasons, maybe four of the normal like look visuals, and you go to this, it's like way cuter, I guess. And it's just the characters are. I don't. I remember the characters get like nicer, if that makes sense. Kind of doesn't, but they get nicer. Season two of Promised Neverland. This sucks so much. They did drop the ball. I'm gonna read the manga, and hopefully it's good. If you know, you know. If you're watching this video, you know what this is, and it's not good. But that's it. I'll go through my pause and stuff. Evangelion. I'm going to go back to it soon. I'm just gonna go over these really quick. I'm gonna go back to it soon. Think it's good, but I'm gonna go back to it soon. Case closed. It's super long, and I'm watching this like one episode every like week, probably. But I'm gonna get there after like 1,000 episodes, literally. Code Geass season two. Gonna watch it. No, it has one of the best endings in anime pretty much ever, so I'm excited. This I just got disinterested in. I'm gonna go back because I want to get more into I call it a certain series, but or index. I'm gonna go back to this Golden Time. I didn't like. Oh yeah, I forgot. I should rate this a one. Drop. Didn't like it at all. First 2 seasons, I was bored out of my mind. Season two, I'm planning to watch because I finished season one. Astro War season two, I paused it. I might not come back because I might put it dropped. Recreators, I'm interested in. ReZero season two, part two. Just finish this. Summertime rendering. I'm interested for the mystery. Vinland Saga season two. I'm gonna go back to it soon. Just got season two. I'm watching currently. This is not aired. I'm watching this currently. Again, watching this currently. I'm watching all three of these currently. This hasn't aired. Currently watching. Currently watching. But yeah, that's all I have to say for now. I think I've rated things fairly enough. I think my list is pretty good. I think some of my takes are pretty normy. Some of them are a bit different, but yeah, that's all I have to say. Uh, my name is Boren Warren. I'm a boring person, and I guess I'm leaving. Adios.